been hearing from Gypsy Rose a lot lately about how she doesn't want to be famous, even though she's doing hella freaking interviews talking about not wanting to be famous. But now we're finally starting to hear from Ryan again. And if you ask me, if you want even the slightest bit of the truth about what's going on with this whole entire situation, you're going to have to get it from Ryan. Gypsy is not going to be all the way honest. Obviously, the people around her, like her stepmom, she's not going to be honest. Her ex-fiance, new boyfriend, Ken, he's not going to be honest. The only one that we will get a shred of truth from, not the whole truth, because you see, I don't know Ryan personally. Obviously, most of you don't either. But he's obviously not the type of guy to run his mouth and reveal a bunch of like dark secrets and throw dirt on Gypsy. He's made that very, very clear, if you ask me. So even when it comes to Ryan, I don't think that Ryan is willing to tell the whole truth, because the whole truth will make Gypsy look even worse. And for some reason, Ryan, despite being dragged through the mud, despite being dogged out, cheated on, embarrassed, Ryan still wants to protect Gypsy. And you can tell. I don't know if Ryan has fully accepted that their relationship is over. And as wild as Gypsy Rose is, who's to say that their relationship is over? For all we know, in Gypsy's little freaking weird mind, she's already coming up with a plot to get back with Ryan. Why? Because that would make for good reality show TV. That would bring in ratings. That would bring in attention. Don't put anything past Gypsy. I'm telling you that right now. But Ryan has been speaking out, and he weighed in a little bit on what he think really caused their split. And I want to go ahead and dive into what he has to say right here. Ryan Anderson is still reeling after his breakup with Gypsy Rose. Though the pair split in March, the 37-year-old finds himself still trying to put the pieces together of what led to their decision to divorce after 2 years of marriage. I want to pause right there because I don't like the way they're wording things. Because they say, oh, even though the pair split up in March, Ryan's still trying to put the pieces together. Ryan's not over it yet. March was like 2 months ago. And this is my problem with how things are currently in the world. We now act as if something that happened a month or two ago was a lifetime ago. So yeah, within these 2 months, Gypsy has signed new book deals, signed new reality show deals. She's done 50 interviews, and now she has a new boyfriend, and she's got plastic surgery. She's gotten tattoos, you name it. A lot has happened for Gypsy because Gypsy never really gave a damn about anyone but herself. But if you're someone that actually cares about someone, if you're someone that actually loves someone, and if you're married to someone, you should care about them and love them. You're not going to get over them in 2 months. If you're married to someone, I think it's outrageous to think that in 2 short months, you should just have it all together. Okay, we got this divorce and now my life is back on track. I don't even think about that woman anymore. I'm in a new relationship. Look at my new tattoo. Look at my new nose. Look at my new TV show. Look at my new book. That's not how reality works. But you see, they don't say things outright. It's the way they word things. They don't word things like this with Gypsy. They go out of their way to try to protect Gypsy. But what they're doing right now is they're trying to make Ken look, not Ken, they're trying to make Ryan look weird. They're trying to make him look desperate. Like, here's Ryan. All this time has passed since him and Gypsy broke up, but he's still here thinking about her. Still here putting on or picking up the pieces. How pathetic. Even though it was just like 50 days ago? But let's go forward. I have some ideas on why the relationship didn't work out, said Ryan. Personally, I think outside influences got involved. And I don't want to pinpoint it yet because I'm still processing. But I would go to work and then her mind would just run rampant. I'm still trying to figure out how did it happen so fast. Well, here's how it happened so fast, Ryan. You would go to work and Gypsy would talk to her stepmom, who I believe 100% is influencing a lot of what Gypsy is doing. The stepmom is in her ear, influencing her to do some of these things. I won't go so far as to say the stepmom is as bad as Gypsy's real mom. I definitely wouldn't say that. But I do think the stepmom has stepped in. She's filled a void. She's almost like Gypsy's manager at this point. If you pay attention, everywhere Gypsy goes, this woman's with her. Not Gypsy's dad, not Gypsy's friend, Gypsy's stepmom. Always one step behind. And in many ways, we know for a fact that while Gypsy was in jail, Gypsy's stepmom was out here working out deals for documentaries and stuff. We know that. And now that she's out, I think that Gypsy's stepmom has been a voice in Gypsy's ear, influencing her to do stupid things, or at the very least backing her up when she does, because they know the messier Gypsy acts, the more drama Gypsy brings to her life, the more money they will make. So Ryan, yeah, there were outside influences in Gypsy's ear for sure. The stepmom is one of them. Mind you, the stepmom is the one that reconnected Gypsy to Ken, even though she's married to Ryan, living with Ryan. But that's how messy people are. That's how conniving and dirty people are. But I don't think the stepmom was the only voice in her ear. Obviously, Ken as well. She's sneaking around talking to her ex-fiance. That was another outside influence affecting Gypsy. But I can guarantee you that the show's producers on these reality shows, they do things to stir the pot all the time. They influence these people to do stupid things, to do outrageous things for ratings. So I wouldn't be surprised if the producers of Gypsy's reality show were behind the scenes in her ear, influencing her to do things, introducing things into her life that would cause problems and rifts between her and Ryan, boosting her up, making it seem like small problems that Ryan maybe had were bigger than what they were. So as Ryan's at work trying to make a living for him and Gypsy, an honest living, Gypsy's basically gossiping about Ryan, allowing all of these people to get in her ear and make her feel some type of way until she moves on. But let's go forward. He continued, "That's my thing. When I say I'm blindsided, really, I'm blindsided by how fast things occurred. It's like a snowball, and I haven't been able to stop it. It's just one of those things where it's going to continue to roll." And as he's reflected on their relationship and their months apart, Ryan has had time to think on those outside forces that he blames for causing him and Gypsy to split. I mean, people in her inner circle. Things like that got in her head, he explained. It just turned it. It turned the relationship upside down. So, as I was just saying earlier, folks, I 100% agree with Ryan. I don't think that this was a situation where Gypsy up and decided that she wanted to leave Ryan because he snored or because of leftovers or the dumb excuses that she's given so far. The reality is that Gypsy has had a lot of people in her ear. Strangers who don't want what's best for her. They want what's most entertaining for audiences. They're in her ear influencing her to do things. Her stepmom, which should be her backbone, should be the person protecting her from making dumb decisions. I think her stepmom is the one influencing her to jump head first into these bad decisions because, like I said, that's how they're going to make their money. That's how Gypsy is going to remain relevant moving forward. Gypsy is not going to maintain relevance by living a positive, prosperous life. Gypsy is going to have to embroil herself. She's going to have to surround herself with drama and negativity, and she'll have to pretend to be a victim of the drama and negativity that she invites into her own life in order to stay relevant. Because as I explained before, Gypsy has nothing of value to offer the world at all. All she has is a story about what happened to her as a child. But the more money she makes, the more exposure she makes, the further she moves away from the victimhood status that she used to have. So she's going to have to create new narratives. She's going to have to find new things to be a victim of. And right now, her latest thing is, oh, I'm a victim of fame. I never wanted any of this. By the way, I just signed a new book deal and a new TV show deal. This is Gypsy's route now. In a couple of months, it may be something different. And I'm hoping that Ryan sees the writing on the wall because I can see what's happening here. Now, Ryan did go on to say that him and Gypsy don't talk every day, but they're still in contact. I can see the writing on the wall here. At some point, Gypsy is going to circle around and bring Ryan back into her life in some capacity. Because, like I told you all months ago at this point, Gypsy is looking at the people in her life not as parts of her life, but she's looking at them as characters on a TV show. So for right now, Ryan's storyline ran out. Because now Gypsy has a storyline with Ken. But soon something will happen where Gypsy is maybe I made the wrong decision by divorcing Ryan. Maybe Ryan really did love me. I'm telling you right now, she's going to circle back to Ryan being a part of her little reality show TV, whatever nonsense that she's turned her life into. And I'm hoping that Ryan's smart enough not to get back involved with her. But I guarantee you we have not seen the end of these two. I'm not saying they're going to get back together, but in some capacity, there's going to be more going on between them. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.